Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we're here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It's my opinion and my opinion only. Ooh wee, Peach done pulled those kids out of school to bring them back home to be homeschooled by Dumb and Dumber, aka Peach and Wood. Honey, ooh, we got to talk about it. Now, first off, hi my lovely people. I'm back with some content, honey, because we need to talk. I am really in shock at this. This is a woman who came out here about 2 weeks ago and let it all be known that she has trouble reading, that her children have trouble reading, that everybody needs to be tutored, that they're falling behind in school, that their grades are not that great. And then she announces, not right after they get into tutoring, that now she's pulling them out of public school to bring them back to be homeschooled by a husband that pedals backwards and can't think for himself. I don't even know if he has a high school diploma or just a certificate, because he was over on the 600 hall moving real slow like a snail, right? Then the mother who claims that her brain goes to the penthouse, but baby is stuck down on the lower level beyond the basement. I am in shock. If your children are already behind, why would you pull them out of school where they can have a structured learning environment to bring them in home with all that chaos? Well, according to Peach, right? Well, it's going to be different this time. Instead of me homeschooling them, what's going to happen is I'm going to put them on the computer in a program, something like a K through 12 type program where they get taught on the computer all day. So wait a minute. Hold on. So you mean to tell me you got a set of twins that's running around screaming, yelling, and doing all the most. Then you have Phenomenal. Then you have Wonderful, and everybody else in that house all trying to hear and learn at once, and they're supposed to learn and grow from this? Honey, believe me, this sounds like a bunch of BS. Now, one thing that has blown my mind, because the younger kids are obviously not learning what they need to learn at school or at home or even in tutoring, because their mother came out here and told their business and said they way behind. So that blows my mind right there. But what really takes the cake is she withdrew McKay from high school, and it's supposed to be his senior year. Now, didn't Big Bank get out here? Weren't they just out here painting a parking spot to where, oh, he's going to be parking here all year, this is how much I got to pay for it? Y'all did all that to withdraw that boy from school. Then you're out here taking senior photos, but I should have knew something was kind of crazy with the senior photos when I see McKay was over there and he was posing in senior photos with a basketball and a football and sports equipment, and he ain't played a sport in his life. Honey, I was like, wait a minute, ain't senior pictures supposed to reflect what you did in high school, middle school, and everything else, like your awards, your achievements, if you play sports? But you got him posing like he been doing big things and he can't even make friends in high school. Ooh, shoot. You know what? I done got a little messy. He ain't made no friends, let alone play no sports. But you got him over there posing. So y'all do y'all with that. But he's supposed to be going to school dances. He's supposed to be going to, senior night. He's supposed to be living his best life. But you withdrew him from being a senior. You finally got him driving. Now you want to trap him in that house with those kids all day. How is that productive? How is that even allow someone to have a social life? At this point, Peach is failing those children. Honey, I'm not talking about the children. I'm talking about the parenting and the lack thereof. So let me make that clear. A child who doesn't even have a friend other than their siblings, they're being failed. That means they don't know how to socialize, right? That means that they don't have any kind of outside knowledge of what's going on in the world other than what's going on in their house. So her children are just thinking, mom and dad, they sit around and argue and fight all day. Dad cheats on mom. Mom gets on the internet and cries. Mom gets on the internet and talks about grandma. We can't go see our family anymore. We're stuck in this house. Then mom leaves all day. We're stuck with dad. We're supposed to learn on the computer, but yet we got to change diapers. We got to drive around our siblings, and we got to sit here and act like everything is okay. That's all that they're learning. Internet, internet, internet. Drama, drama, drama. So these poor children don't even have, the ability to go and do things. Last year, Gorgeous went to a daddy-daughter dance. Well, with her being at home, how's she going to do that when she seemed to be very excited to be able to go with her father to do that? Also, if these children are supposed to be in daycare and Big Bank was, bragging, all the kids are going to be out the house, I'm going to take the load off on Wood. Well, now they're all at home. Who's going to be working with them on their schooling when Peach wants to go sit at the damn library and get free Wi-Fi all day, sell her classes, and talk to her subscribers all crazy and be out and about all day? Who's going to be at home helping these children? Because we all know, right, that Peach ain't going to be there doing it. So that means it's left up to Wood to teach all these children. I mean, seriously, Wood sitting there with all those kids teaching them, that is a recipe for disaster. And I'm just correct me if I'm wrong. When a child becomes a senior in high school, my son, he's gone off to college now, but when he became a senior, I was constantly in contact with all of his guidance counselors. I was making sure he had all his credits in line to graduate with honors. I was making sure that every sport he played, that he had his letter jacket, he had his awards, so we could take pictures and we could display them for everyone at open house. I was making sure that any kind of scholarship that came through that school, we were applying for. Any kind of program that they had, he was in 21st Century Scholars. I mean, as a senior, isn't she worried that Gregory McKay may have to, go, since he's been bouncing school to school, in home, out of home, and everything else, may not make it in time to graduate? What about walking with his class? What about doing all the things that people want to see their children do, like graduating and getting their diploma and celebrating everything? But no, this is a woman that wants to buy a car for a child who may not even graduate. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but one of the best things that I ever seen was my son walk across the stage and graduate and grab his diploma and then stand out there and celebrate with all his friends that he's went to school with, and then watching him go to all his friends' open house, throwing him an open house and celebrating him. Peach knows that there's something going on with Gregory McKay, that he may not make it through his senior year, because according to his mother, she was more excited than Gregory McKay, because remember, she was like, oh, he ain't gonna have the high school thing that I had. I'm gonna show up for everything. He gonna be at every dance. He gonna be at every event. We gonna do the damn thing because my mama didn't do it for me. So now all of a sudden you withdraw him and bring him home to do what? Sit there and clean your bathroom and help you drive your other kids around? Girl, please. Something just seriously is just not adding up. Also, what about the kids that are going to daycare? What about the extra tutoring? What about all the things that you promised these children? I'm going to tell you something. Peach didn't pull these kids out because guess what? She felt that was the best thing for them. She pulled those kids out because they didn't fit her narrative. Getting up every morning and her, because for some reason Wood ain't driving, and on the streets they saying his license suspended or whatever, but her getting up every day, dropping all those children off, her being gone all day, and then her having to stop what she's doing to go pick them up, and then Gregory McKay not really wanting to drive around with them, that's stopping her from being on the internet 24/7. So it doesn't fit the narrative. She did it because she's selfish. When I tell y'all I feel sad for these babies, because like I said, the socialization skills are really not even there. They don't have friends. They don't stay the night at friends' house. Friends don't come over to play with them. That's probably why they're behind. Being around children your own age allows you to know, hey, it's time for me to talk. It's time for me to walk. It's time for me to be on the potty. It shows you where you're supposed to be. It allows you to make friends. It allows you to grow. And these children are now back in this home full of drama, being homeschooled on a computer. Oh my goodness, y'all, I could go on and on about it. But those are her children. Those are the Peach Patch's children. So we're going to see how this go. Now, I done got a little tired, so I'm going to let y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this down in the comments. Because, honey, this is one big hot mess. I will see you there.